Hello. If anybody's been watching, this is our third try at this video, and there it goes again.
It's still recording though.
All right. Should we just keep going? Is it looking at us, you think?
It's recording, yeah.
Okay. All right, Troy. Well, this is a first for me, let me tell you. Well, welcome to Real Law Estate with Patti and Kate. I am Patti MacGregor. I'm your real estate attorney. Kate MacGregor is our expert real estate agent, but she is off doing other adventures right now. So I thought how fun to interview our youngest realtor at Bold, which is Troy Durr. So welcome along, Troy.
Thank you.
So Troy, like I said, is the youngest one in our office and has experience in knowing what the younger generation is, as I'm not getting any younger, knowing what they want in a home. He purchased one himself. So we're going to get a little insight from him. So Troy, tell us, why did you go into real estate?
I have just always been interested in the local real estate market. When I was in college, I first started looking at houses because I was very interested in the idea of making money off of flipping a house and sort of getting into a starter house early. Mm-hmm. So as soon as I graduated, I sort of started the process with my fiance on looking into how to actually buy our first home instead of just looking on, Zillow all the time. So
nice. So you're looking to, so you realize the benefit in investing in real estate. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I felt pretty confident in the idea of using real estate to make some money and not lose it. That's key. I like it. All right. And you've sold some houses, I know, through Bold to some of your friends. What do you think, or what's your sense of what the younger generation is looking for in a home? That's definitely hard. It seems like everyone's a little different. I was really looking for a multifamily house because I saw the ability to make some money and have a very low mortgage cost on my end. Smart. So it's all over the place because some people, especially in this area, can't afford a single family house alone. Yeah. So then I try to, throw the whole pitch on them of a multifamily house. But it seems like most of the people that are young and buying houses really don't want to pay rent. And that's the big thing. It's either if they want to move out of their house, do they really want to spend, $1,000, $1,500 a month towards a rent, and they're just going to lose $10,000 to $15,000 a year. That's never coming back in their pocket.
Exactly. So, because if you're paying for your house that you own, you're building up equity, something that you can sell later.
So it seems like the young people that are very interested in buying houses are also relatively financially stable and have a mindset where they don't want to be losing the money they're making. It's hard-earned money, and they've been working hard these last few years to save it. So why give it to someone to pay off their house when they could do it themselves?
See, sometimes the older generation is, slapping around the younger generation, but see, they know what they're doing. Yeah. That's awesome. That's the way it should be. That's a great investment. And so you talked a little bit about that you purchased a house. So tell us about that a little bit. So you said it's 2-family. Yep. Have you had to do work with it? What's your experience with having tenants, or tell us about that?
Well, it's had some ups and downs. I definitely was very eager to get into more of a multifamily, where Caroline, my fiance, wanted to stay more in a single family house just to avoid the hassle of renters. Yeah. But so we were looking kind of for both in the Tri-Town area, Fairhaven, a little bit of New Bedford, and a multifamily Mattapoisett came up. So we just said, you know what, it needs a lot of work, but let's take it on.
That's awesome.
So it's a 2-family in Mattapoisett Center. And luckily, the second floor was completely renovated, and the first floor and basement needed a lot of work. Okay. So it's been interesting. We had some friends live there at first, which was really fun. Oh. And then they moved out sort of in an awkward time, which threw us in a pinch of trying to find people to move in the middle of the winter, essentially. Yeah. Then we went on to sort of a business actually paid for some workers that were from out of state to live there for a few months.
Oh, that's a good one. Guaranteed rent there.
Guaranteed rent, but interesting because they're not from the area. So, it's just a group of guys living there. And now we have actually a very nice family living above us, and they just wanted their kids in the district. So, that was their first step to getting into the Tri-Town, and their kids in the school system was moving into the area.
That's awesome.
So we've had sort of a, ebb and flow of what type of tenants we've had in the house. Yeah. But I think ultimately it's been positive, and it helps our mortgage payment a lot. It keeps our costs down, and we can invest our money into fixing the house, which needed a fair share of work. We were eager to start the work, and like most young people, we made a list of important things and things we wanted. And we jumped right to the things we wanted, not the important. So, it's been just over a year since we bought the house, and this summer we're really buckling down on the important things. We need some work in our basement, which was kind of like a scary thing to get into in the house, but we got in for a good price, and we were confident that when we get it done, we'll have some, good equity in the house.
Good equity. It's only going to go up from there.
Hopefully it'll go up, and then we have the ability to, when we want to move out of the house, either keep it and continue to build that equity, or use that equity and sell and put it towards our next house.
Your next project.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I like it.
It's been a fun process. So
far. Now tell me a little bit, you don't have to go in great detail, but when you're finding tenants, I know some of them are your friends, are you putting them through like a credit check, or just calling references, or what's been kind of your game plan, like in finding tenants?
With finding tenants, we've been pretty lucky. Obviously, it's the tri-town, so there's a lot of people that are trying to get in here.
Yeah, true.
So we've only used so far just, put a little post on Facebook between our friends and word of mouth.
Yeah.
So basically everyone that's contacted us to even come see the house, they know at least one of our mutual friends that could vouch for them. And then we just asked for references. We didn't check credit. To us, we understand some people could go through things that could affect their credit a lot. So as long as we spoke, we asked to call a few people, and we called 2 or 3 people that were references for each, and just sort of felt it out, and tried to make sure that we felt that they were good people, because to us, they're living above us. We want to just be more comfortable with them. We'd rather have someone we were happy and comfortable with and thought were good people, and charge them maybe a little less than try to get the most out of it. And
you're so smart, Troy.
Go for the only person that could afford it.
Yeah, too many people try to go for the big bucks, which is great, and people look good on paper, but not everybody.
Yeah, so we ended up going with the couple that we just really liked, and they just were really involved, and they clearly loved their children. So
that's awesome.
We like them a lot.
I like that. I think that's great.
Yeah.
So what would be your advice? We talked a couple of weeks ago to Megaroni of Brick Road Mortgage, and talking about getting ready to buy your house. She kind of took that mortgage end. What's your thoughts? Like, what advice would you give to your friends or the younger generation when they're looking for a house? What should they be looking for?
In a house, or
just maybe where they're looking, or I don't know. What's your thoughts? How would they start? Do they go into Zillow?
Yeah.
Well, they should call you.
Yeah, they should call me if they're my friend. But I think the first step I always tell everyone is really figure out their credit. Because no one seems to know that, and if they do, then they're really on the ball. Yeah. So once they get that, though, and they're really ready to look, I give them a few names of people that can help them with mortgages, and find that, because it's not a one and done thing. It can be a big difference in savings. Yep. And then really try to narrow it down between an investment property, a forever home, or maybe a quick flip. And then I try to just put my pros and cons and see if it works with them. In this area, it seems like a lot of people in their early 20s can't afford to move right into the tri-town.
Yeah, it is tough.
So I really like the north end of New Bedford, Fairhaven, and Wareham. There's a lot of houses in great neighborhoods that you can still get cheap, fix up, and have some positive equity in their house. So it's a really good option for being able to get into a house for under $200,000. In the tri-town, a fixer-upper, it's going to be in the $300,000 or $400,000 range.
I like it. I gotta ask you, Troy. I told you I might ask you. How old are you?
24.
I'm telling you, so smart. This is the smart way to buy real estate. So smart, on his game. All right. Well, if one of our viewers wants to get a hold of you, especially a first-time home buyer, somebody who just went through it, I think it'd be so important to have an advocate who can show you all those pitfalls. If they want to get a hold of you, Troy, what should they do?
I think there'll be a link on here. They could go right into my Facebook page that has all my contact information, so you could shoot me a call or a text, or an email to Troy@Boulder So I'm always happy to work with the first-time home buyers, because it's something I'm really passionate about.
That's awesome.
And I just love the area a lot. So if I can help more young people get in instead of renting, it'll make me happy.
That'll make you happy. And quite frankly, the tri-town needs some more young blood around here. Liven it up. So anyways, well, thank you, Troy, for joining us. I'm hoping you guys can see us, because right now we're looking at a black screen right now, so it's a little nerve-wracking. But thanks for joining us on Sunday, and be bold, get it sold. All right, thank you. Have a good night. You like that? All right, let's see if we can get. Oh, how do I stop it?
Hit it next.